We're about to learn how to make one of these, a paper crane. And to make it easy, I have prepared a sheet with numbers and lines on it that looks like this. You'll see it's different on this side with a lot less numbers and lines, and a whole lot more on this side. I will place the link below that should allow you to download this if you would like to print it out on any kind of printer. Now, to do this, all you really need to be able to do is to count, because the entire process involves putting the same number together and just going from 1 up to 29. So here's 1 and here is 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to just put those together just like that. And you'll notice that these lines then give you an idea of exactly how the fold should go. Now, we've done 1. Next number is 2. Here's 2, and here's 2. So we need to bring those over together just like that. And we have our 2 taken care of. Here's 3. And it's going up to this 3 up here. And now we have to find 4. And I don't see it here. It's probably going to be on the other side. And lo and behold, there it is, 4. And there's the other 4 up there. So we'll just fold that up like that. And how convenient. Here's 5. But where does 5 go to? We need to open this up again. And you'll see that the 5 goes up here. So what we're doing is we're taking the folds that we've already done and simply reversing them. This is going to be useful later on, as these folds are going to act kind of like hinges. Here's 6 and here's 6. So we're going to bring that 6 up there and fold it nice and neatly like that. Now, where are our 7s? Here's a 7 here. Oh, this is great, because this is one of the tricky bits. Here's a 7, but I don't see a 7 anywhere else. The other 7 is, see, here it is on this side, and here it is on the opposite side. How can I get this 7 that's here to go together with this 7 here? We have to turn this inside out. So I'm going to open this up like that, put that in the middle, and you can see here's one of our 7s, here's the other one. And we're just going to fold them over so they go together. And the same thing is going to be true with our 8s. So if you didn't get it on the 7s, you'll see how it works on the 8s here. So I'm going to open this up like that and push this inside, basically turning it inside out, so that the 8 there and the 8 there can go together. And that should bring up 9 and 10. So here's 9, and here's the other 9. We're going to fold right along that line there. And it looks just like that. Here is 10. And it goes to that 10 right there. There we go. All right, so we're at 10. Where's 11 and 12? On the other side. Here's 11. It's going to go to that 11. A lot of this is sort of just doing the same thing more than once. Here's 12 and 12. Beautiful. And now 13 up here is going to fold down here. Not perfectly, but we're just making a hinge with this fold. So we're going to fold it this way. There's our 14. So we'll fold that back that way to meet up with that 14 there. And I'm just going to turn this over. There is a 15 there. Where's the other 15? This is another of the tricky bits. If we open this up, we can see there's a 15 here that we need to somehow get up there. And the way we're going to do that is to use this fold here as a hinge and turn everything kind of inside out. You'll notice that there is a 16 right there and a 16 there. So we can bring those 16s together, and there's a 17 here and a 17 right there. We can bring those together, and there we are. We have that. Probably looking neater than I deserve. Now we're going to do exactly the same thing on the opposite side. And there's our 18. There's the 18 that needs to go up there. Remember, we just take this top single sheet of paper and we start pulling it up, and the whole thing, if we get it right, will just sort of turn inside out. There's 19 and 19, 20 and 20. They're coming together to make ourselves something like this. You know if you've done it right, if this sort of has two legs that move and a top that doesn't move. All right, here's 21 and 21. I'm going to fold that up to there and this up to here so that those two come together. And the same thing on the other side, 22 and 22. All right. And the next folds are probably the trickiest, 23 and 24. See, here's 23, and you have to look inside here to see there's another 23 in there. How do we get them together? We just fold that down like that, and there we go. Now here's 24, the same thing. There's a 24 inside there, and we're just going to fold it down at an angle like that, so that we wind up with something that, I don't know, to me it looks sort of like, I don't know, maybe a cow's skull with horns coming out of it or something. Anyway, 25 is next. This is going to make the head of our crane. There we go. And let's see, here's 26. So 26 down here is going to fold up to there to touch that 26. And here is 27. There's the 27 that it's going to go to. You can see this line gives us an idea of how we're going to fold it. There we go. Just like that. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. 28 to 28. Oops, there we are. And 29 to 29 down here. We'll just get those two wings to line up nicely. And there we have it, our crane. Now, the great thing about these cranes is they're not ordinary cranes. If you just bring the wings up a little bit, you can hold them right here. And if you pull the tail, there we go, the wings flap. All right, so now you know how to fold a paper crane.